In the ever-evolving landscape of insurance and financial services, few leaders stand out like Gugu Mkhize, a recipient of multiple prestigious awards, including the Standard Bank Business Leader of the Year in the public sector, the IPM Business Leader for 2023, and the Legend of Empowerment Award from top empowerment companies. Gugu embodies innovation, leadership, and empowerment. Her visionary contribution had not only shaped the industry, but also earned her the title of CEO of the Year in the insurance space by the World Business Outlook Awards. Today, we have the privilege of gaining insights from this trailblazer as she shares her experience, wisdom, and vision for the future. Gugu, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Good morning. I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much, Rianet.
Gugu, winning multiple awards like the Standard Bank Business Leader of the Year Award and IPM Business Leader for 2023 is very impressive. What do these recognitions mean to you personally and professionally?
All right, thank you very much. I think every person in their career, they build their career both as a personal brand as well as a corporate brand. So for me, I think these awards are a validation of the work that I have done. And also, it's a validation of my leadership and the contribution I have made to the organization that I work for. But what it is more exciting is that these awards are also a confirmation that the work that we do as a SETA is impactful. It's also changing the lives of the people that we impact, but it also contributes towards making the industry to have the skills that they much need.
And what do you believe is it that made you want these awards?
I think the distinction of my leadership is also one of the key factors. I'm a leader who leads from the heart, and I also empower those that are around me. But also, I am a big believer in innovation and support innovation. One of the flagship programs that we have innovated was the Insurance Sector Student Fund. And I think that's what has really placed us on the map, because it's one of the programs or the fund that is the first of its kind in the Inseta, to also co-fund and partner with the industry was also a critical aspect to the fund. So it's really one of those programs that have just really elevated Inseta's brand, but also contributed to real innovation that solves real life problems of funding for young people who want to pursue their studies at tertiary institutions.
Sure, you are really making a difference. Gugu, what guiding principles or philosophies have shaped your leadership style?
I think integrity and ethical leadership, professionalism, as well as also just having a very strong support system, whether it's a social system or corporate system. For me, those are critical things, because we learn from others, whether they are above us or below us. We learn, we continue to learn. And every opportunity that we find to engage with people at different levels expands our horizons and helps us to be better at what we do. So I'm a better leader because I've got a great team behind me.
Winning the CEO of the Year in the insurance space is an outstanding achievement. What do you envision for the future of the insurance sector, considering it's quite an evolving landscape?
I think the changes taking place in the insurance industry are quite exciting, specifically digital evolution, which means that the skills required for the industry are also going to change. So in our space as a skills development authority, we are very excited to partner with industry to really cover way forward in terms of the future skills, but also partner in co-funding some of the critical skills that the industry is going to need now and in the future. And I think we've already started this process by engaging with industry on a number of interventions that we implement. So the digital evolution really pushes all industries forward. But it's important that even young people coming, or the potential entrants into the industry, coming into the industry at the right level with the right technological tools to make a meaningful impact in the growth of the industry.
Gugu, don't you want to touch quickly on what you do at Inseta in terms of the skills transfer specifically in that space?
Okay. So with regards to the skills transfer, we have got a mentorship program, which is called the Retirees Repurpose Program. We want to scale it up, but it's a very important program because this is where retired and experienced industry professionals transfer knowledge to the younger generation or younger professionals within the industry. We've already had a first cohort completing last year. Very excited. This was a partnership between ourselves, SAIA, and the IISA, and we're very excited about this partnership. So we've also taken a second cohort, which will be starting soon. So the issue of skills transfer is such a critical thing because there are skills you cannot transfer through a classroom that is required in the industry. And we know that those skills or those competencies are sitting with experienced industry professionals who can give back by partnering with ourselves and the other partners that we have onboarded in transferring of those skills.
Can you maybe share the process with me? Do you identify the retirees and the people that's going through the process on both sides? Or can people approach you? Or if anyone wants to get involved in that, is it possible and how does it work?
Okay, so the program is being implemented in partnership with the IISA. So they would put out an advert, and I think I saw recently an advert which they had put out where they invite people to participate. So they're inviting both the coaches and also the mentees into the program, and they will then do a matching and placing of the mentee and the mentor in the program. So it's quite an open and transparent process, which we are happy to see unfolding with the IISA.
Because I can see that there would be definitely people keen on both sides to get involved in this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Gugu, we all know the importance of leadership within any industry and very specifically our industry. I know that Inseta is busy with a few things in this space. Can you maybe share that with me?
All right, so we've got a leadership development program, which is multifaceted. So it looks at middle management to senior management and executive management. And recently, we have partnered with 2 institutions of higher learning who will be implementing the program. There are 2 programs, the Women in Leadership, which will be launching for the first time, and then the Executive Development Program, which will include all other categories within the industry. And this is very exciting for us because it talks directly to the issue of transformation and also contributing to increasing a pool of people coming from historically disadvantaged, taking over senior roles within the insurance industry. Our target is to ensure that at least by the end of 2026, we have trained 1,000 managers and leaders. So it's an ambitious target, but we're well on our way. Yes, we're well on our way in terms of developing leaders and also promoting transformation.
Inseta's recognition as the best training institute for insurance in 2023 is quite remarkable. Can you highlight some of the initiatives or approaches that Inseta has taken to excel in providing training within our sector?
I think we are a sector that likes to innovate, but some of our critical programs have been implemented in the rural areas. We have a specific target that targets young people who are coming from rural areas. And you might say, but there are no insurance companies in the rural areas. Exactly that. Unless we create awareness and promote insurance in the remotest part of the country, then it will remain in the cities. So through our collaboration with different partners, as well as the brokers, we have been able to implement learnerships, skills programs in the deep rural areas. And for us, that is one of the critical things because we want the financial services to be understood or embraced by people coming from all walks of lives, including in the rural areas. So that for us is a critical thing. The second part of our innovation is also including digital inclusion, which involves really programs that are geared towards aligning the technical insurance skills with digitization so that learners coming for or beneficiaries of our programs coming into the industry understand the various technological advances, but also they're able to adjust into the industry. So what makes us win really is how differently we think of skills and how we look at the current and the future skills. We've already done a projection of what the future skills are, and the top 9 emerging skills are predominantly digital skills for the insurance industry.
You really touch on all levels. It's really good to hear.
Thank you.
What are some of the challenges you faced in your career and how did you overcome them, Gugu?
I think every career path has got its own route. I think in my formative years in the career, in my early years of my career, there would have been obviously things that I would have wanted to do, which I was not able to do. But I think one of the critical things for me is support, which is why I'm a big supporter of mentorship, coaching, and support, because I want to be the support that I needed when I was my younger self. And for me, I think that was a bit of a challenge. I wanted um, mentors that are not only like myself, but mentors that challenged me to think beyond. And I had a lot of those, but there was just something missing. And I think for me, coaching and mentoring plays a critical role in developing specifically a leader.
Advice for aspiring leaders to make an impact.
I think authenticity is a very important thing. If you are trying to be someone else, by the time you realize, you would have lost so much time. So for me, I think the critical thing is just to be yourself, lead from a place of authenticity, lead people with kindness, but also lead understanding that your impact as a leader is not going to be felt now, but it will be felt even long after you are gone. So to lead from a place of understanding what role you play and what also impact you're having to people that you are leading.
And look for the right mentors, right?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
How important is a work-life balance for you?
This is something that I have been really struggling with. My role is a very demanding role, and sometimes it involves a lot of long hours, um, even working on weekends. But I've consciously taken a decision to invest time in my family, invest time in things that I really like. I like traveling, so I'm consciously um, basically slowing myself down to do the things that matter, because I actually feel like if you are not having a proper work life balance, life is passing you by while you're sitting staring at a computer, and there are things that you are missing out, and also missing opportunity to spend time with your family and your loved ones. So I am deliberately working on myself to try and strike that balance. It's not always an easy balance, but I'm working on that, yeah. But also here at work, we have introduced an employee wellness program, which basically is a reminder that your work is important, but also your life is important outside of work. Yeah.
It's great because not all companies get that, and I think a lot of people struggle to get that balance. And sometimes
Mm.
it's not by choice, but because of forces bigger than them.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of companies don't realize that importance of that balance. So well done to what you are doing at Inseta. Gugu, any last message to our audience, who is everyone working in the financial and insurance space?
I think my message would be the world or South Africa is looking at the insurance sector as the answer to some of the solutions, some of the problems that we or challenges we're facing. High unemployment, specifically youth and young people. So I would encourage employers to open their workplaces for young people to come in and do learnerships, internships, so that they can get the experience that they require, but also to pay it forward by opening the industry to young people who really are needing these opportunities for their careers to move to the next level.
Thank you, Gugu. It was fantastic to catch up with you. Well done on what you have done at Inseta. It makes me proud to be part of this industry, to see the things that are really happening and the changes that are installed. So well done.
Thank you so much, Rianet. Thanks for the interview.
This is Rianet Whitehead, FAnews Editor, signing off.